Hi, good day. Today we will see operating costing, module number 5.5. So what is operating costing? So operating costing is nothing but costing for the service sectors. What is a service sector basically? Basically service sector provides services, unlike products. They don't provide any products to us, but they provide their services to us. So in our study module we have three types of service sector: transport, hotel and healthcare services. In this we have around 11 sums, I guess. Most of the sums based on transport, and few sums in hotel and one sum in healthcare. So we will see all the sums in detail. So in theory, coming to theory, you just wanted to know what is operating costing. Operating costing is nothing but costing for the service sector, and these things you can just go through, just not required to mug up, but just read once. Okay, so we will straight away go to sums. So as I already told, there are three types of sums in this module: transport, hotel and healthcare. So in our study module, they have jumbled the sums and given 4 sums will be on transport, another sums will be on healthcare. So in order to avoid confusion, we will first see all the sums in transport, then we will go to sums relating to hotels, and then we will see sums related to healthcare. Okay, so we will start this example. Lorry starts with a load of 20 metric ton of goods from station A. It unloaded 8 metric ton in station B and the balance goods in station C. On return trip, it reaches station A with a load of 16 metric ton. Loaded at station C. The distance between A to B, B to C and C to A are 80 kilometers, 120 kilometers and 160 kilometers respectively. Compute the absolute metric ton kilometer and commercial metric ton kilometer. So when they are giving the sums like this, first decode the sum. If you're just seeing this in this way only, like a paragraph, you will not understand anything. So you just wanted to draw some diagrams like this. Okay, so whatever they have given in the theory, I have just drawn as a diagram. Drawing a diagram in exam is not required, but for your understanding you can draw in a rough sheet or in the question paper itself. Question paper they will tell not to write in question paper, but you can do like this chart kind of thing, so for your better understanding. Okay, so what they are telling, lorry starts with a load of 20 metric ton from goods from station A. From station A it is to station B, it is carrying goods of 20 metric ton, and it unloaded 8 metric ton in station B and balance goods in C. So if it unload 8 metric ton in B, then it is traveling to C. So 20 minus 8 is 12 metric ton. So B to C it is traveling with 12 metric ton. Okay. Then on return trip it reaches A with a 16 metric ton loaded at C. So again in C it is loading 16 metric ton and reaching B, reaching A. Okay, the distance has been given 80, 120 and 160. 80, 120 and 160. Whatever they are given in question, I just drawn as a diagram. So it need not be, your diagram also looks in a similar way, but you can draw as per your understanding. So what they are asking us to calculate, compute the absolute metric ton kilometer and commercial metric ton kilometer. Absolute metric ton kilometer is nothing but you just multiply the kilometer with the metric ton. So you will be getting the answer. In commercial basis, this weight weight is there, no, metric ton, that only you will be taking as a simple average. So what you will be doing, 20 metric ton, 12 metric ton, 16 metric ton divided by 3. 3 because 3 is there, simple average 3 divided by 3, and multiply this 80 into 120 into 160, that you will be getting. Okay, so we will work out now. Example page number example page number 398. Okay, so what they are asking us to calculate, absolute basis, absolute metric ton kilometer and commercial metric ton kilometer. Okay. So in absolute metric ton kilometer, you will be multiplying 20 metric ton into 80 kilometer. Okay. Plus 12 metric ton into 120 kilometers. Plus 16 metric ton into 160 kilometers. If you do in such a way, you will be getting your absolute metric ton kilometer. 20 into 80 plus 12 into 120 plus 16 into 160. 5,600 metric ton kilometer. Okay. So in commercial metric ton kilometer, this weight alone you are taking as a simple average. What are the weight? 20 metric ton. 20 metric ton plus 12 metric ton plus 16 metric ton divided by 3, simple average. Okay. So then you are then you will be multiplying it with 80 plus 120 plus 160 kilometer. If you simplify this, when you simplify this, you will be getting, just a minute, I will take my calculator. 20 plus 12 plus 16 divided by 3 is 16. So 16 into 80 plus 120 plus 160 is equals to 360. Okay. So is equals to 16 into 360 is equals to 5,760 metric ton kilometer. So this is very simple sum. Hope you understood. In absolute metric ton kilometer, how you will be calculating? Just multiply the kilometers with metric ton. In commercial metric ton kilometer, you will be taking the simple average of the metric ton multiplied by all the kilometer. So this is your example. The example, just example. No example number has been given. Okay, we'll next go to transportation sum. This chapter is basically a very easy chapter only. It is not that difficult. It is very easy chapter. Okay. So we'll see illustration 50. A transport service company is running 5 buses between 2 towns which are 50 kilometers apart. Seating capacity of each bus is 50 passengers. The following particulars are obtained from the books for April 2022. So particulars: wages for drivers, salaries, diesel oil, repairs and maintenance, taxation and insurance, depreciation, interest, other expenses, total. Okay, total of expenses has been given, and actually passenger carried weigh 75% of the seating capacity. All the buses run all the day of the month. Each bus made one round trip per day. Find out the cost per passenger kilometer. Okay. So we will work out this sum now. Illustration 59. Illustration 59. Page number 400. Okay. In this I wanted to clarify something. So they are telling in the first line, the transport service company is running 5 buses. So basically there are 5 buses 50 kilometers apart. Between 2 towns it is running. Okay. From town A to town B it has to travel. Okay. From town A to town B it is 50 kilometers. Again it will not stay in town B itself. It will come back to town A. Again for returning from town B to town A, again it will travel 50 kilometers. So totally 100 kilometers it will be coming. So as I told here, traveling takes 50 kilometers. You should not just consider 50 kilometers only, but you should consider 100 kilometers, because from one town to one town it is taking 50 kilometers. So it has to return to the same town. So it will take another 50 kilometers, that you should consider. Okay. 50. So what are the details has been given? So basically there are 5 buses. First we'll write whatever is given here. 5 buses. 5 buses. It is traveling 50 into 2 kilometers. Okay. So basically 100 kilometers. And seating capacity is 15 passengers. 15 passengers. Okay. Then what has been given? 75% is what? Passenger carried weight 75%. Out of each bus seating capacity is 50 passengers, but only 75 is being occupied. Okay, run all the days in a month. So you will be taking 30 days. Okay. If they have not given 25 days or 30 days, just they have given in such a way all buses run all the days of the month, you take 30. You need not take 31 or 28. You can take 30. Okay, unless they have given some numbers. They have given 31 days in a month. The bus has run 25 days in a month. If they are given in such a way specifically, then take the numbers given. If they have not given anything, you just take 30 days. Okay. And each bus is 1 days in trip. So if we want to calculate the passenger kilometer, how many kilometers it has run? 5 buses into 100 kilometers into 50 passengers into 75 percentage. Okay, so the bus into, just a minute, 50 into 5 buses. 5 buses into 100 kilometers into 50 passengers into 75 into 30 days. It has run 30 days. So, passenger kilometer is 5,62,500. So, this is your passenger kilometer. Okay. Passenger kilometer. So this is our passenger kilometer. Hope you understood this one. I will put the workings of it. So if you substitute this with this one, you will be getting, basically it is 5 buses, 100 kilometers it is running. 100 kilometers it is running, 50 passengers can be the seating capacity, but 75 is being occupied, and 30 days. If you do this, you are getting passenger kilometer, and whatever expenses is given, you will be just multiplying, dividing the expenses divided by passenger kilometer. You will be getting the cost per passenger kilometer. Okay, we will work out this. So particulars and amount. Okay, what they are given? Wages of drivers. I will take in my book. So we'll write whatever the expenses they have given. We will just write all that. Wages of drivers is 2,40,000. 2,40,000. And salaries. Salaries they have given 1 lakh. Diesel oil. Diesel oil is 3,50,000. Then repairs. Then repairs is 80,000. Tax is 1,60,000. 60,000. Okay, then depreciation, then interest, then total. Your depreciation is 2,60,000 and your interest is 2 lakhs. Okay, so if you add the total, your total expenses comes to 13,90,000 as given in the question. Okay, so now you got total of expenses. This expenses is 13,90,000 rupees you have incurred. Okay, so for traveling these many kilometers, so what will be your cost per passenger kilometer? So this is your passenger kilometer. Okay, so this is your cost. If you wanted to find the cost per passenger kilometer, you just wanted to divide 13,90,000 divided by 56,500. So if you do this, you will be getting your cost per passenger kilometer. Okay, getting my point? So this is your cost per passenger kilometer. Just a minute. Yeah, so could you see 2.471, 2.471. So this is your cost per passenger kilometer. So now we are done with illustration 50. Hope you all understood. We just put all the expenses given in our question. And there are 5 buses into 100 kilometers it is running into 50 passenger capacity, but 75 being occupied and 30 days for a month. So this many kilometers has run, passenger kilometer. Okay, in that from this many total expenses as incurred. This is in rupees. Okay, so if this, why this rupees cost has been incurred for these many kilometers, so how much you should charge per passenger? How much you will be charging from one passenger for 1 kilometer? You will be charging 2.49471 rupees. You will be charging from the passenger. Okay, so we will next move on to next sum. This is total sum. As I already told, we will complete all the transportation sum first, then we will be coming to total sums, then we will be doing that healthcare sums. Okay, so as of now we will hold that sum. This is also this is healthcare sum. This also will come little later. Okay, so now we will see illustration 53. Illustration 53, page number 405. What has been told in the sum? There are 2 warehouses for storing finished goods produced in a factory. Warehouse A is at the distance of 10 km. Warehouse B is at the distance of 15 km from the factory. So there is a factory. From the factory, it has to go to warehouse A or warehouse B. Okay, a fleet of 5-ton lorries is engaged in transporting the finished goods from the factory. The record shows that the lorry's average speed is 30 km per hour where running, and regularly takes 40 minutes to load at the factory. And at warehouse A, unloading takes 30 minutes per load, while at a warehouse B, it takes 20 minutes per load. Driver's wages, depreciation, insurance and taxation amounted to 18 per hour operated. Fuel, oil, tires, repairs and maintenance cost 2.40 per kilometer. You are required to draw up the statement showing the cost per kilometer, cost per ton kilometer for carrying the finished goods A and B. So basically there is a factory. Okay, there is a factory and there are 2 warehouses, warehouse A and warehouse B. Okay, the lorry truck is traveling at a certain speed, and for loading and unloading it is taking some time as given in the question. Okay, so they are asking the cost per ton kilometer carried. When we are working out the sum, you will understand better. Okay, so let's work out illustration 53. So we will put warehouse A and warehouse B. Here will be your particulars. What they are telling first, there are two warehouses. Warehouse A is at the distance of 10 kilometers and warehouse B is at the distance of 15 kilometers. Whatever they are given in the question, we will just write that one. Okay. This is distance. As I already told in the previous question, if it is given 10 kilometer or 50 kilometers, it is not just 10 or 50 kilometers. It has to travel from factory to A warehouse. It takes 10 kilometers. Again from warehouse A to it has to travel back to factory. So another 10 kilometers it will take. So it will be 20 kilometers. Okay. So what will be your distance? Here 20 kilometers. Here it will be 30 kilometers. Okay. So this will be your distance. This will be your actual distance. Hope you are understanding why I am putting 20 kilometers here. Then what is the speed? At what speed? 15 kilometers. 5-ton lorry is being transferred. The record speeds average speed of 30 it travels at the speed of 30 km per hour. 30 km per hour. Okay. It's the same comes here. kilometers it is traveling. Okay. So time for travel. How many minutes it is traveling? So for 30 km per hour. For 1 hour, here I will write hour. Okay. Wait, I will show you. For 1 hour it could travel 30 km. Okay. So how many kilometers is you want to travel for warehouse A? You have to travel 20 kilometers. Then how many hours you will take? Simple cross multiplying divided by 30. You will take these many hours. But I want this in minutes. What you will do? Equal to this multiply by 60. So 40 minutes it is taking to travel to warehouse A. So 40 minutes. Again I will show for this one. 1 hour. 1 hour it can travel just 30 kilometers. 30 it could travel. So but it have to travel 30 kilometers only. So how many hours it will take? 1 hour it will take. So if you want to 1 hour it will take. So converting the hours to minutes, here you will multiply by 60. So 60 minutes it is taking to travel to warehouse B. Hope you understood this calculation. Then for loading and unloading it is taking certain time. What it takes for they are told regularly takes 40 minutes to load at the factory. At warehouse A unloading takes 30 minutes per load, while at warehouse B it takes 20 minutes per load. Okay. For loading and for unloading. Okay. For loading it takes 40 minutes. For unloading it takes 30 minutes at warehouse A. Whatever given in question I am just writing those things. Okay. So total time taken. Total time taken is, for this is traveling time 40 plus 40 for loading plus 30 for unloading. Okay. So the value comes to 110 minutes. 40 plus 40 80, 80 plus 30 110 minutes. Likewise if you add 60 plus 40 plus 20 you will get 120 minutes. So this is your time taken. Then what they are telling, there are two types of cost. driver wages, depreciation cost you are incurring, and fuel, oil, tires, repairs, maintenance expenses you are incurring. So those costs we have to apportion it. So driver wages, drivers wages, that cost what they are telling, rupees 18 per hour operator. Okay, rupees 18 for 1 hour means 60 minutes. For 60 minutes it is taking 1880 rupees. Actually it has operated for 110 minutes. Then what will be your cost? Simple cross multiplication, 18 into 110 divided by 60, you will be getting 33 rupees. Getting my point? So I will write it here. 18 rupees into 110 minutes divided by 60 minutes, you will be getting 33 rupees. Likewise you have to do here also. 18 rupees for 1 minute, so you are travel 120 minutes. So what will be your cost? 36. So 18 rupees into 120 minutes divided by 60 minutes. Divided by 60 minutes. So your cost will be So your cost will be 36 rupees. Okay. So I will delete this one. This is for your understanding. And what other cost has been given? Fuel, oil, tires, repairs. Okay. I will put fuel only. Okay. You can write fully. This is rupees 2.40 per kilometer. So how many kilometers it has traveled? For 1 kilometer. For 1 kilometer it is taking rupees 2.40. How many kilometers it has traveled? We have seen here. Warehouse A takes 20 kilometers and warehouse B takes 30 kilometers. So with that we can cross multiply. Equal to 20 multiplied by 2.4 divided by 1. You will be getting 48 rupees. How we are getting this 48? 1 kilometers into 20 kilometer into 2.4 rupees divided by 1. Okay, you are getting 48 rupees. For warehouse B there is 30 kilometers. Then you will be receiving 72 rupees as your cost. How we are getting 72? How we are getting this 72? 30 kilometers into 2.4 rupees divided by 1 kilometers. You are receiving 72 rupees as your cost. Getting my point? So what is your total cost? So your total cost is equals to 33 plus 48. Here same 36 plus 72, you are receiving 108 and 81 as your this cost you are receiving for 5 ton. In this second line itself they have mentioned 5 ton lorries. Okay, 5 ton lorries, 5 ton into how many kilometers? Into 10 kilometers. Okay, if you want to come here, it is 5 ton into 15 kilometers. 5 ton into 15 kilometers, it will come to 75 here, and here it comes to 50. Okay, these many kilometers you are traveling. Okay, so so if you divide the cost divided by kilometer, you are receiving per kilometer these much of cost you are incurring, 1.62 and 1.44. Okay, this is your cost per ton per kilometer. Getting? Are you understanding this one? We will check our answers with book answers. For A it is 1.62, yes. For B it is 1.44. Yes, we are correct. I hope you understood this sum. It is basically whatever they have given, we are writing here. Distance 10 into 10. 10 into 2. Okay. Here it is distance is 15 into 2. So 30 kilometers you are receiving. So from factory you are going to warehouse A, and from warehouse A you are coming back to factory itself. So 10 kilometers into 2. So 15 kilometers into 2. Speed it is traveling at 30 kilometers per hour. Time taken, if we cross multiply, we are getting this 40 minutes. And for loading and unloading, they are given in the question itself. So total time taken is 110 minutes and 120 minutes. And driver's salary they have given. Driver's salary on what basis they are given? On kilometer on per hour basis. So you are multiplying with your minutes, so you are getting driver's salary per minute you are getting, and fuel also you are calculating. For 110 minutes what is the cost you will be incurring you are getting, and fuel also you are doing in such a way, taking the kilometer as a base. So total cost you are incurring. They are asking us to find the cost per ton kilometer. So how many 5 tons you are multiplying with the number of kilometers, so you will be getting the cost per ton kilometer. Whatever they asked in the question, we have found out. Okay, hope you understood this sum.